media outlet to talk about what's going on in your town. So you guys do a nice job.
Tune in to AM 1410, WRMN. Don't forget, you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/WRMN Radio. Keep in tune and informed on what's happening here in the Fox River Valley, right here on WRMN.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 11 o'clock.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by Progressive. State officials are considering a proposal that would lower the legal blood alcohol limit for drivers from 0.08 to 0.05. The measure has been assigned to a legislative committee but has not yet received a hearing. Governor J.B. Pritzker will present his 8th state budget Wednesday, addressing slow revenue growth and uncertainty over federal funding. Capital News Illinois reports forecasters are warning of future deficits as lawmakers remain divided over taxes and spending. Illinois lawmakers are preparing another attempt to pass a bill giving regulators authority over homeowners' insurance rate increases. Governor J.B. Pritzker proposed the measure after major premium hikes, including a 27% increase by State Farm. A similar bill narrowly failed in the House last fall. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With a Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Flo here to say that Progressive knows that life can change quickly, so it's good to have flexible coverage.
Oh, like when I have to take my ex off my policy.
Oh, sorry. But yes, we can do that.
And can you send them a message and tell them that they have trust issues that they need to work on?
We don't really get in the middle of these conflicts.
Also, can you let him know that I was faking interest in his band and it's probably time to grow up?
I'm not going to do it. Just know that with Progressive, you can easily make changes to your auto insurance because we know life changes.
Also, I'm staying in touch with his mom because she's absolutely lovely.
Bad idea.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by Rain-X. Governor J.B. Pritzker will present his 8th state budget Wednesday, addressing slow revenue growth and uncertainty over federal funding. Capital News Illinois reports forecasters are warning of future deficits as lawmakers remain divided over taxes and spending. Illinois lawmakers are preparing another attempt to pass a bill giving regulators authority over homeowners' insurance rate increases. Governor J.B. Pritzker proposed the measure after major premium hikes, including a 27% increase by State Farm. A similar bill narrowly failed in the House last fall. State officials are considering a proposal that would lower the legal blood alcohol limit for drivers from 0.08 to 0.05. The measure has been assigned to a legislative committee but has not yet received a hearing. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With a Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Chuck McDowell here again. Over the years, I've seen way too many timeshare exit companies pop up, take folks' money, and disappear. I just saw an ad from an exit company started by a couple of bozos that used to work for me. My advice, don't hire bozos I'll fire. Want out of your timeshare? I'll send you our free timeshare exit info kit explaining your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free kit, 800-329-3737. That's 800-329-3737.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by KFC. Today, mostly cloudy with a high near 57. This afternoon, temperatures around 54. Tonight, a slight chance of rain showers before 9, then showers and thunderstorms likely, with a low of 51. Wednesday brings sunny skies with a high near 64. Currently, it's 49 and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
A KFC tale in the pursuit of flavor. The Colonel despised the word empty. Empty plates, empty tables, empty stomachs. That's why he made the KFC $5 bowls, like the famous bowl. Creamy mashed potatoes, crispy chicken, corn, gravy, and cheese. Because the only empty the Colonel liked was when you reached the bottom of that bowl. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. 5 KFC bowls for just $5 each.
Prices and participation may vary. Taxes, tips, and fees.
America's First Responders Fest began as a simple idea to honor the heroes who serve our community every day. Thanks to the incredible support of the Village of Hampshire, especially Village President Mike Reed, Village Manager Jay Hedges, and Karen Stuhler, this year that idea came to life. From local residents to small businesses, Hampshire opened its heart to America's First Responders Fest. The support was overwhelming. A true celebration of unity, gratitude, and community pride.
Chicago defense attorney Mark Schieblo has co-authored the book titled DUI Jury Trial, which is a true story of a DUI case that he defended. The accused was an Illinois truck driver arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol. This book contains facts about the case from the date of the arrest up to the jury's verdict, and this nonfiction novel also includes the transcripts from the jury trial itself. The book DUI Jury Trial is now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into Out to Lunch here on WRMN AM 1410, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today and being a part of the conversation with us here on Out to Lunch. Our program today, Out to Lunch, is sponsored by St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. They are here to keep you moving, and they're a proud member of Prime Healthcare. Schedule your appointment today by calling 847-931-5525 or visit stjosephelgin.com to learn more. They prioritize in expert orthopedic and spine care close to home. That's St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin, a member of Prime Healthcare, here to keep you moving. So thank you again to St. Joseph Hospital of Elgin for sponsoring today's show, Out to Lunch. Now, of course, as we know, it is Mardi Gras today. It's Fat Tuesday, which means people are enjoying lots of goodies. They're trying to get in their last of the fixins before we get into Ash Wednesday. And so with that being said, you want to enjoy some good desserts, some good treats, but maybe you have a little bit of that regret lingering in with you, or maybe you can't have specific things. Maybe you are gluten intolerant, or you can't have too much sugar, or maybe you're on the keto diet or a vegan. There are options out there for you. And let me tell you, when it comes to small businesses, they do such a phenomenal job when it comes to making sure that you get those delicious treats that you enjoy, that you can share with others as well, but don't have to feel too much regret while eating them. And today, we've got a very special guest with us here in studio. We've got Daria Shulisheva in with us here, a fellow Russian, as of myself too, who literally lived like 20 minutes away from where I was born, which is amazing, in the same district too of St. Petersburg, Russia. So that is really, really cool. And Daria, thank you so much for coming onto the air with us today.
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for having me here. It's such an honor to be on air today and share a bit about what I do.
Absolutely. So, Daria, tell us first and foremost, what inspired you to start a bakery focused on keto-friendly, gluten-free, and vegan desserts?
So I myself wanted to lead a healthier lifestyle. And as a mom to 2 kids, I wanted to say yes to a dessert because kids always ask, can I have a cookie? Can I have something after dinner? And it felt really, really bad to say no every time because, well, we want kids to learn how to eat healthier, less sugar, less processed things. So I started learning how to make those substitutions, how to make desserts healthier. And I went to a couple of culinary schools that actually teach you how to swap different ingredients, make them all natural without all the processed sugars and high inflammatory oils and stuff. After that, I was like, well, this is working well. My family was enjoying this, and my husband was so supportive. He said, there must be more people who are thinking the same like you do and who are following the same concepts in life, who want a dessert but don't want to feel guilty. They do not want to put anything processed, like as much as they can avoid those things, but they still want something. And first I was like, you must be kidding me. Like, there is no way I can be a bakery, like open a bakery or something. But he inspired me to try, and he believed in me before I believed in myself. So I decided, like, why not? I learned about the cottage food laws. And I operate out of my house under the cottage food laws. I'm registered with the King County Health Department, have my licenses, food safety manager certificate. And little by little, I started becoming more and more popular, and there was more and more demand. And right now, I have about almost 700 followers on my Facebook page. Grew from 0 to almost 700. I'm very proud of it.
Awesome, very good.
Yeah, and that's how it all started. So it's my 4th year doing this. And I look forward to serving more people in the community.
That's amazing. That's so cool. Now, how has your local community responded to the concept of healthier desserts since you opened in 2022?
People were excited. They were excited to try. I gave a lot of samples, and I received a lot of feedback. A lot of people follow keto styles, or they're vegan. Sometimes they're not vegan, but they're dairy-free, gluten-free, refined sugar-free, and that kind of like falls into the vegan category because once you take out all the, cow's milk and stuff, it's more plant-based. And I started, very, very small, like from just advertising in my local Gilbert's community, and some people would just stop by and sample and give me feedback. And then more and more people started sharing, and by word of mouth, I started growing. And then Google listing definitely helped a lot. And when people come and see me and they get something from me, they're usually very grateful because there is not much offered in the market. Like, it's a very niche area, I would say. There are some gluten-free, but very few refined sugar-free places where you can come and customize that. Very few keto-friendly places. And definitely there was a very, very positive feedback from people who follow those lifestyles. They were so grateful that finally they can have something on their special day, on an anniversary or birthday or party. It's so sad when you come to a dessert table and you're looking at all the beautiful creations and you have to say, no, I can't have it. So now they have an option. Now they can.
Absolutely. Yeah. I know that I've met people before who are vegan or who can't have as many desserts. I myself, I can't have too much sugary stuff because like I get almost warm. And so I have to try to avoid it as best as I can. I give in at times, of course. But those specific substitutes are always really good too. In fact, for a friend's birthday recently had a cake that was all sugar substitutes, including it was some sort of a fruit that they used instead of the sugar. I was able to eat it just fine, and it was wonderful. So that was really cool to experience that too. What are some of the, if you want to dive in a little bit more, what are some of the substitutes that you do use for people out there who might be interested in knowing?
Sure. So I go for, my favorite substitute is a monk fruit. That's probably what you had in your dessert. Monk fruit is a natural sugar substitute. It's derived from a melon that grows in China. And they make an extract. Extract is very powerful. It's like 200 times sweeter than sugar. That's why when they make it in a powder form, they mix it with erythritol. Erythritol is also a natural derived sugar alcohol that has a 0 glycemic index, so it doesn't spike your insulin level. And in combination with monk fruit, it's a very nice substitute that does not have any aftertaste. Because first, when they started with sugar substitutes, they went for stevia. It's one of the plant-based sugar substitute, but it has a horrible aftertaste. I mean, you can get used to it if you really want to, but like I could never. And when I first started experimenting what I can put in my dessert, stevia was definitely out of the table. It was like, no, that's just like makes it yuck. So that's my favorite, like monk fruit. Then I also use maple syrup and coconut sugar. They do have, like glycemic index is not 0. So they do spike insulin levels, so they're not good for people with diabetes or those who are following keto diet. So but if you are looking for a natural substitute and you are not diabetic, you don't have a keto lifestyle, then those are acceptable and good options because they have some minerals, like trace minerals, some antioxidants in them. So it's not zero. It's not like super refined products that give you zero nutrition. Gotta just like consume it in moderation and still understand that even if it's a healthy dessert, you cannot have the whole cake to yourself.
Right, of course. Everything in moderation for sure. And so, of course, you include ingredients, the monk fruit. I'm thinking that's probably what was in the cake.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident that was.
And it was the first time I had a slice of cake where I was able to eat all the frosting.
Yes.
Because I take a couple bites. I'm like, I can't do the rest of it.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah.
That was the first time, and I was like, wow, this is something. So that's really, really cool. Now, what's maybe been a challenge in developing recipes to meet keto, gluten-friendly, and vegan criteria?
So when you deal with gluten-free flours, they don't rise the same as regular flour because it is just like more dense. Sometimes it's more crumbly, and you have to find that correct balance with like wet ingredients and dry ingredients. We have to really tweak the recipe and give it a few tries before it becomes perfect. Usually, it takes a few days and a few tries of perfecting the restipy. I rarely create recipe from like very scratch, right? Like I would use the base recipe and then start looking for like how do I substitute this ingredient for another one, and of course I use ChatGPT as well for some guidances that quickly gives you not like the complete answer, but some guidance in that, right? I'm not a food scientist, so I don't know all the chemistry behind everything. But what I learned at the culinary school definitely helps me understand that you cannot just swap one ingredient for another in a 1-to-1 ratio, right? Like you have to take into account the water activity, like how different flours have different moisture contents and stuff. And it is definitely a process. It's challenging. And especially for vegans, you really have to stay away from a lot of ingredients. You have to read the labels even before you put something in your own recipe because it might have something in the contents, right? Like you take, for example, coconut milk. And sometimes it's not just milk and water, coconut and water. Sometimes it's a lot of other thickeners and added ingredients, and you have to really, really read the labels of your raw ingredients before you start baking with them. So that's a challenge.
Absolutely. So I'm sure you've had people who say, I'm vegan, but I don't really know, like what certain, or maybe they're new to veganism or something. They don't know specifically what kind of ingredients they can and cannot have. So you can also help to educate them on that side of things too.
Yes, absolutely. I can always let them know that if they have any questions, I can answer those. And if they're not sure what to get and they're debating, should I get this or that? Before I can offer them a complete list of ingredients before they commit to an order, so they can make sure that yes, they can have every single thing, or we can work on further accommodating their needs.
Very good. Tell us about some of the kind of the staples of what are some of the treats that you make. What are some of the most popular treats? What are some that you enjoy the most making?
So if you go on my website, you will see that there are categories that I put for convenience of browsing. There are low-calorie treats, then there are vegan treats, keto-friendly treats, and like different other chocolates and stuff, and macarons. And I specifically did it that way because people choose the dessert based on their needs. Some need to make sure that they can have a dessert, but not overfeed themselves with the calorie intake. Like they need to stay under a certain amount of calories. Then keto-friendly desserts means that that's the lowest carbs, and they are counting how many carbs per day they can have. So that's important for them, that if they add a dessert, again, they are staying under a certain amount of carbs. Then vegan treats, obviously, like no eggs, only plant-based milk, and all of them are gluten-free. So everything that's on the website is gluten-free by default. So my personal favorites, for example, are keto jars. I absolutely love them. They remind me of ice cream. And I love ice cream. Like that's my favorite treat, but I cannot have it on a daily basis, right? Because I'm trying to stay under a certain amount of calories per day. But a keto treat is wonderful. Like everybody who's had those keto jars, they rave about them. They also freezer friendly. So if anybody wants to just stock up on them and have them always ready, instead of going in your pantry and taking whatever you have, you can always have something healthy in your freezer. If we're talking about low-calorie desserts, then my favorite is the traditional vanilla cake with the different fruit fillings. Cherry would be my favorite because I like the taste of sweet and sour. And cupcakes are a huge, a big deal with my kids. Like they love those cupcakes. They're made with the frosting that is very light, with heavy whipping cream instead of buttercream or that is so like rich, thick, and everything. But those cupcakes are always a great option for somebody who's just trying for the first time, like the new customer, for example, and they want to understand, like, oh, is it even good? Right. I would say go with the cupcakes and see if you like it, because that will that will give you an impression of what a cake might be.
Okay, very good. You also do cookies as well too. I see that on the Facebook page side of things. So, and what's really great is every cookie design is customizable too. So people can customize what type of pictures you want and the colors, ways to impress folks, and you could be the life of the party. Yes. When it comes to having these delicious treats too. And I think what's also great too is it's all made with love, because you love what you do and you love helping people. And I think that's really great also. So folks, check out more information, dessertswithoutregrets.com. That's dessertswithoutregrets.com, or also follow her on her Facebook page. That is facebook.com/dessertswithoutregrets. And of course, she's a proud member of the Elgin Area Chamber of Commerce. Carol Gieske did recommend you to me, so very nice. And then I know that also too, you do make holiday desserts as well. So that's something within that customizable category. So if you are, preparing for Halloween or for the holidays or Valentine's Day, I'm sure you got a lot of Valentine's Day orders, or you made a lot of cool treats.
Yes, that is correct. Thank you for your kind words about what I do. And cookies are definitely a labor of love. They take forever to make, but that's something I really, really enjoy. And I have gluten-free cookies available, so that's a very rare find. A lot of people don't offer. A lot of bakeries don't offer gluten-free sugar cookies, but I do. So if anybody needs that, I'm happy to accommodate. And like you said, everything is customizable, from shape to colors to themes. It's fun. It's fun, and it's always a great addition to any party to have some tray with those personalized cookies, and they're loved by kids and adults alike.
Absolutely. Now you make everything at home, you said, correct?
Yes, correct.
So how do you keep all the space to keep everything?
I make sure that I have a dedicated shelf for all the baking, for all the business side of my life, right? Have dedicated space, storage space. Luckily, my kitchen is big enough so I can allocate a few shelves that nobody else is allowed to touch. Right. And I bake mostly in the evenings and at nights once I'm done being a mom and done being running around the errands and stuff. So nobody is really in my way, and I'm able to put away whatever is is not, it shouldn't be there. Sanitize everything before I start, and then the magic begins in the kitchen.
There you go. Tell us a little bit, what are some of your favorite desserts that you enjoy eating too?
I love eclairs, and I love pavlova treats. Pavlova treat is the lowest calories you can find. It's like 95 calories per 2 treats. So you can eat 2 and you are still under 100 calories.
Wow.
And that's such a light treat. It's meringue based, and usually meringue is made with a lot of sugar. So I learned to make that with erythritol and isomalt. Both of them are natural sugar substitutes. They do not cause cavities. So kids can have them and not worry that they will have to spend a lot of money on dental treatments. And then it has a lemon feeling. So it gives a very, very interesting combination of very sweet base with a sour feeling. And when you put it in your mouth, it just melts.
Oh, and that sounds wonderful.
It's a delicious treat. I highly recommend anybody who hasn't tried them yet. I highly recommend trying those. They will surprise you in a good way.
Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to try them. Do you have any plans to expand your offerings and maybe hosting workshop or master classes? Is there anything you've got planned for the future?
So at the moment, I work with the Elgin Community College, and I host classes over there. Actually, tonight I'm having a chocolate treat making class there.
Oh, fun!
Then in a week, I have a cake decorating class, and then I also offer edible printing. If anybody's interested in learning more about like how edible printing works, that's the way to go.
Edible printing.
Yes, yes, it's a very new addition to everything being offered right now. And I also offer private classes. So if anybody wants to get together in their kitchen, I come with all the equipment. I do all the setup. It works really well for date nights, for parties. If anybody just wants to learn a few tricks, if they're a baker themselves but want to learn maybe some certain techniques or designs, that's what I can help with. Cookie decorating is another fun activity. Kids can participate in those, adults as well, and learning to decorate beautiful cookies for different holidays, like around Christmas time. That's a great way to spend your time and invest some money in learning new skills, so you have the best and the most beautiful cookies during the cookie exchange. Definitely,
definitely. Now, you said you've got 2 kids. Do they also help you out too?
They're not allowed in the kitchen when mom is cooking because that's a safety concern. Kids can lick something, they can drop something. So when I'm baking for somebody, they're not allowed. When it's baking for family, yes, they join me. My daughter loves to help me with daily cooking. My son likes to cook breakfast sometimes for everybody. So yeah, they're involved, but definitely not when it's for a customer.
Right. Absolutely. Wow. So you've got so many delicious treats, and I'm excited to be trying them out. Thank you so much for this lovely box. And I love this little like almost keychain here.
It is a keychain. Yes, that's for you to keep.
I love it. Thank you so much. That is beautiful. We've got some beautiful things in here. I'm definitely going to be trying them. We only have a couple minutes left here, so I'll try them after the break here. But beautifully done box with the tied ribbon and everything here. Oh my goodness. I'm looking at inside the box here. I'll show you later, folks. That's fantastic. So thank you so much for coming into the station today. And how can people find more information about you?
Thank you so much for having me today. It's been a pleasure sharing what I do, and I'll be happy to make something custom for anybody who needs a custom treat. The best way to find me is either Google. You just Google Desserts Without Regrets, and you'll see a Google listing that will take you to my website, dessertswithoutregrets.com. You can always call me at 312-610-9033. And this is my personal number, so I will be the one taking an order, walking you through the process, and discussing any accommodations we need to make to your dessert. You can always message me on Facebook as well. Go ahead and join Facebook group, because I do have special offers that I post. I do have giveaways, and it's a great way to to see like, okay, what are we up to? Like if there is a class or something, if there is an event, I always post on Facebook so people can join me and they can take advantage of some special offers, especially around holidays.
Awesome. Well, Daria, thank you so much for coming in today. I'm so glad I got to meet you in person, and I'm glad that you're able to come into the station today. I'm excited to try these out. I'll give you folks a review coming up in just a little bit, but go out and support this local business here. Go and support Daria. This is Desserts Without Regrets. You can find more information on her website. That's dessertswithoutregrets.com, or go to her Facebook page. That's facebook.com/Desserts Without Regrets. It's making your life sweeter without the added sugar. I love it. Thank you so much again.
Thank you.
Of course. Folks, we'll take a quick time out and we'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN AM 1410, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Stay tuned and we'll be right back.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by Progressive. Illinois lawmakers are preparing another attempt to pass a bill giving regulators authority over homeowners' insurance rate increases. Governor J.B. Pritzker proposed the measure after major premium hikes, including a 27% increase by State Farm. A similar bill narrowly failed in the House last fall. State officials are considering a proposal that would lower the legal blood alcohol limit for drivers from 0.08 to 0.05. The measure has been assigned to a legislative committee but has not yet received a hearing. Governor J.B. Pritzker will present his 8th state budget Wednesday, addressing slow revenue growth and uncertainty over federal funding. Capital News Illinois reports forecasters are warning of future deficits as lawmakers remain divided over taxes and spending. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
A KFC tale in the pursuit of flavor. The Colonel made his $10 Tuesday bucket so full with 8 pieces of juicy, crispy chicken or tenders that it might just last you till Wednesday, if you've got that kind of self-control. I mean, some people want leftovers. Others are more into right nowers. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. $10, 8 pieces, one big deal with KFC $10 Tuesdays.
Prices and participation may vary. Taxes, tips, and fees extra.
Snapshot from Progressive wasn't created for just anybody. Oh no, we made it for you. Gradual breakers. You keep your eyes on the road, so you've seen it all. As long as it all happened directly in front of you, like a Swedish masseuse, your foot knows exactly the right amount of pressure to apply to the brake. That's why your passengers feel totally relaxed with you behind the wheel and occasionally super sleepy. With Snapshot, safe drivers like you get personalized rates based on your driving habits. Sign up today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Snapshot not available in California or from all agents.
Welcome to downtown Elgin, where businesses, community, and creativity come together. The Downtown Neighborhood Association provides valuable, complimentary services to all downtown businesses, organizations, property owners, and residents, helping you gain exposure and thrive. Whether you're already part of the district or exploring a new downtown location, DNA is here to help your vision grow. Join us in creating a vibrant, connected, and successful downtown Elgin. Call now 847-488-1456, or you can email info@downtownelgin.com. Ask for Jennifer Facala. Downtown Neighborhood Association, where the heart of business beats strong.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Progressive. Today, mostly cloudy with a high near 57. This afternoon, a south-southeast wind gusting up to 25 mph. Tonight, a slight chance of rain showers before 9, then showers and thunderstorms likely with a low around 51. Looking ahead to Wednesday, sunny with a high near 64. Currently, 52 and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
At As a social influencer, my days can be busy. 4 a.m., I hit the gym. 4:32, protein smoothie. 5:08, save time and money bundling my home and auto insurance with Progressive. Wait, if I bundle and save time, what would I do then? Just sit here and reflect? Like, why am I qualified to influence anyone? And how those weights are hollow? And half of my followers are bots?
You could save time and money bundling your home and auto when you switch to Progressive. It's one less thing to worry about during your already busy day. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the Valley and the talk of the town, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Oh, goodness, it is time to talk more about food here. We just had Daria in with us to talk about her business, Desserts Without Regrets. And I just tried one of the macaroons. I wanted to taste it in front of her, and I absolutely loved it. It was fantastic. So I want to show you the creation of what she had, and I'm going to try some on the air here too. I want to save some of the macaroons for some other folks as well too, but she put in this beautiful box. So there is a vegan chocolate dessert that she has in here too, and then also these macaroons, which were fantastic. I won't try not to touch the other one so other people can try these out, give them a try. But they are beautifully well put together. And let me show you that too here on the screen so that you can see it. I mean, these macaroons are definitely fancy. You know what macaroons are. They're a little small, but they're fancy little desserts that you can have for any party or celebration. And the shell part of it is made with sugar, but what she does is she uses a substitute filling, and it's a white chocolate filling inside this particular one that I've got here in my hand. I tried it off the air because I was so excited. I'm going to save the other ones for some folks, but I am going to try a little bit of a forkful of this vegan chocolate dessert, and it does look like there is a nice crust base to it. It's got the vegan chocolate in the center, and it looks like it's almonds. So I'm going to give it a try here on the air, here on this Tasty Tuesday, and we'll see how it is. You're going to hear the crunch. This is so good. What I love about this too, I'm sorry, I'm eating on the air, excuse me. What I love about this taste too, is the chocolate is not overly sweet. Sometimes chocolate, as you know, we all love chocolate, right? I'm trying to not be too much, eating too much on the air. You're hearing my smacking. I'm trying not to. But so good nonetheless. It's not overly powerfully sweet. And it's something I've noticed as I've been getting older is I just can't have sweets as much like I used to. When I was a kid, I loved my sweets. You know, you're a little kid, you're hyper, all that stuff. You love the sweets. I'm 20. I'm going to be 29 in March. I just can't do the sweets as much as I used to. The other day our family had cake and I had like a couple bites and I was like, I can't do with the frosting. But this is great. So I think I'm going to have to definitely move into, if I do have some sweets, maybe into some of the sugar substitutes or maybe the keto side of things, because these are perfect when it comes to that sweet flavor that's sweet enough just for me. And of course, it's also a little bit of a healthier alternative. Now, of course, lots of the treats are not necessarily healthy, so to say, but you do get the sugar substitutes in there, which is great, of course, because it helps, especially for those of you who can't have as much sugar or something might be a little bit too sweet for you. It's depending on what is working the best for you, but I really enjoy this. I think that the chocolate is just the right amount of sweetness, and that's how I enjoy it too. Because as I've been getting older, I've been preferring less sweet items. And I don't know if folks out there maybe have enjoyed that too, or maybe you've experienced that as well. The older you get, the less you like things that are very sweet. That's how it's going for me. My dad always says, one of these days, Matt, you're going to drink coffee just straight up black and bitter, like how I do. Because when he was younger, he always had it with cream and sugar. And I don't usually put sugar in mine. I do put like a Splenda in mine. Or actually lately I've been even not having any Splenda in my coffee. I just have it with the regular coffee and the creamer. I've been even doing the sugar-free vanilla lately too. So as I've been getting older, I've been listening to my body especially too. And if something's just too sweet, I'm like, my body's saying no, I'm not going to try to go for it too. So this is a very good alternative when it comes to the regular sweet treats, and it's homemade with love too. So go out and support Daria. She does a great job at what she does, and I enjoy these treats. So folks at the station, for our WRMN family, I've got a couple of these still here. I did not take any actual bites out of them, so if you see some marks, it's just from the fork. But anyone who wants to try it, Sue or Dino or Sonar, or of course David Tees as well, anyone, feel free to stop by, and it'll be in the fridge for you to give it a try. So very, very delicious, and I enjoyed it very much so. So feel free to check it out. She is located in Gilbert. You can email her to Daria, that's DARIA, at dessertswithoutregrets.com. That's the website to go to check out more information. So I will definitely be enjoying those for sure. She also gave me her card, which is beautifully designed as well. If you look at that card, it's got that nice, it's the regular black background with the beautiful gold design in white. It's very elegant, and it really pops out on the page too from an artistic perspective. So very, very well done, and I'm glad I had her here on the air. And a big thank you to the Elgin Area Chamber of Commerce and to Carol Gieske for suggesting Daria to me to come on the air. Carol's been sending emails suggesting some places, and that's one of them. So we're going to start to have more coming on here on the Out to Lunch segment, and of course also on the Community Hour and other shows too. So of course, if you have a business like Daria, you want to be recognized, feel free to reach out to us. Feel free to come onto the air. You don't even have to come into the studio. If you're a little camera shy, we don't even have to have the camera on you either, but we'd love to see your smiling face and tell us what your business is. That is, of course, why you do what you do. What do you love as a small business? Because it's not easy being a small business, and we want to recognize them. We want people to know exactly what they have to offer and give you a little taste, a little sneak peek before actually trying them out too, because you're guaranteed so many great opportunities and quality experience when you support local in Elgin and around the Fox River Valley area. And that's what we're doing here on WRMN. That's why I love to focus my show on Out to Lunch, is talking about these businesses and recognizing them and showing you and showcasing what they have to offer, because there's a lot of talent here, folks, in Elgin and around the Elgin area and the Fox River Valley, and we want to showcase it here on WRMN. So if you've got something, of course, you want to share with us, please feel free to do so. You can text us at 505-926-1410, or of course, you can also email me, Matt, at WRMN1410.com. You can also call our office number at 847-741-7700. You can also email us too at two other emails. We have info at WRMN1410.com, and then we also do have news at WRMN1410.com. If you want to share any of your news-related stories to us, we'd love to do that for you. Let's move on and talk about our national days today. Well, of course, it is Mardi Gras. As you can already tell, the theme of this Out to Lunch show is mainly consisting of food today. I skipped over my Sunny Skies inspirational story and the word of the day because we're focusing on food on this Tasty Tuesday today. We've got some national days, of course, including Fat Tuesday, the day before Ash Wednesday, which is intertwining of the periods of festivities and feasts leading to a time of fasting and reflection. Also known as Shrove Tuesday and Mardi Gras, this is an enduring celebration that has many traditions, and there's a lot of deep roots around it too. Now, the official Mardi Gras dates back to an ancient Roman festival honoring the deities Lupercalia and Saturnalia, which took place in mid-February. Now, when Christians arrived in Rome, they incorporated the festival into Lenten preparations. For centuries, this solemn feast prepared Christians for the season of Lent and used up valuable meat and supplies that they would be abstaining from in the last of those days to come during Lent. Traditions surrounding the day have also changed through the ages. Through time and culture, the practices of Lent and Carnival, Mardi Gras, the Shrove Tuesday, they have all varied and become incorporated into different regional customs. So you don't necessarily have to be religious to celebrate Lent. It could just be a time of reflection on yourself or maybe even doing something more, giving back to the community more, doing something to help others, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be the religious side. If it is the religious side too, it's a time of reflection, of course, too, and getting close to God and Jesus. Or, of course, there's other religions out there, too, that also celebrate it in very similar aspects as well, too, on whoever they might worship as well. So with that being said, it's a time of reflection. But before that, of course, it's also a time to enjoy some good food. And no, you don't necessarily have to have regrets while eating it, too. Whether you choose, of course, Desserts Without Regrets from by Daria or any other local business, or even making your own dishes, too. There's always something for everyone. Tonight, our family is having our Fat Tuesday tradition of breakfast for dinner, and that includes pancakes, regular floured pancakes, too. So I'm enjoying a nice substitute of some of the flour before getting into the real flour that I'm having later tonight. But nonetheless, still a good day to celebrate, have your own Fat Tuesday feast, listen to some jazz or brass band music. You can even wear the proper colors. I should have worn green and purple today and gold, but I didn't, but that's okay. So that's the recognized day today, the big one. It's also Punchki Day today, a delicious Polish dessert. It does not look like it says Punchki. It looks like it says Paski, but it is Punchki. It's traditionally a round Polish pastry filled with fruit and coated in sugar. It's also pretty good too, I would say so as well. So that's Punchki Day today. And of course, you can find some. I know Country Donuts in Elgin has their punchkis. They sell out pretty quickly. So I would recommend getting those punchkis. They are stocked and baking punchkis all day long. So make sure you get them. They are located on US Highway 20. They are a favorite of ours here in the McNeil family, and many others, of course, in the Fox River Valley area do enjoy the original Country Donuts. They've got their punchkis lined up, ready to be made, and of course, for a limited time. For a limited time, folks, so definitely go check it out. The time is approaching 46 past the hour. We'll take a quick time out. When we come back, we'll go through our discussion of the day, the conversation story of the day. A history of pancake recipes on this Fat Tuesday, from Elizabethan ale to the invention of self-raising flour. We'll talk a little bit about this particular discussion and more on this Mardi Gras Fat Tuesday, discussing some delicious food on Out to Lunch. You can't go wrong with that. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more in just a bit.
At Britain's Touchless Car Wash, they know life gets busy. That's why they're here 24/7 to keep your car looking spotless, fast, and easy. Their advanced brush-free wash technology delivers a sparkling clean without a single scratch, because they treat your car like it's their own. Here's the best part. Right now, you can get a free car wash just for joining their text club. It's simple. Just text BRITT to 30400, and your first wash is on them. Britain's Touchless Car Wash has two convenient locations, 1923 Larkin Avenue in Elgin and 555 Willow in West Dundee. They're proud to keep your car clean while giving back to our community. Text BRITT to 30400. That's BRITT to 30400. Now for your free car wash, and see why Britain's Touchless Car Wash is the fast, gentle, and reliable choice.
Kids today live in a world full of social pressure, bullying, and substance abuse. LEAD has a solution. LEAD connects law enforcement agencies with schools to deliver tested, proven, and effective anti-drugs and violence training to kids. Learn more about LEAD, Law Enforcement Against Drugs and Violence, and our work to create safer, healthier communities at leadrugs.org or on social media at We Are LEAD. Sponsored by LEAD, Inc.
Clutter happens, but junk doesn't have to weigh you down. At the Junk Luggers, we're your full-service junk removal and hauling pros, tackling everything from single-item pickups to major cleanouts. We handle the heavy lifting, and with our commitment to the green way, we rehome and recycle to keep your unwanted items out of landfills. So, whether you're clearing out the garage, downsizing, or saying goodbye to old furniture, we make the process eco-friendly and easy. Call 1-800-LUGJUNK or visit junkluggers.com today. Let's save your space and the planet together.
Now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com is the book called DUI Jury Trial, which is the true story of a truck driver in Illinois who was charged with driving under the influence of alcohol. Not only was he facing a revocation of his driver's license, but also a lifetime disqualification of his CDL, which would prevent him from ever driving a semi-truck again. This book includes backstories of the truck driver, the lawyers that defended the case, and the DUI expert witness who analyzed the case and then testified at trial as to the proper protocol procedures of the field sobriety tests as well as the breathalyzer test. This nonfiction novel also includes the actual court transcript from the jury trial, a courtroom showdown in which the final verdict would determine the fate of the defendant's livelihood. The book DUI Jury Trial is now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
And welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the Valley and the talk of the town. Out to Lunch is sponsored by St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. Get back to doing what you love with expert orthopedic and spine care at St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. From advanced surgery to personalized rehab, their specialists are with you throughout your care journey. They're a proud member of Prime Healthcare, and they're here to keep you moving. So schedule your appointment today by calling 847-931-5525 or visit their website at stjosephelgin.com. So thank you so much to St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin for sponsoring today's show, Out to Lunch. They are located at 77 North Airlight Street in Elgin. We have a comment on the YouTube side of things. We've got Terry here in the comments. Hey, Terry, that looks delicious. He says, yum. I said, yes, it was very good. Just the right amount of sweetness and flavor in the macaroons and also in the chocolate vegan dessert that she made as well with almonds. It was just the right amount of sweetness, not overly powering, and I'm not getting warm eating it because it's of the sugar substitute. So it's great. I love it. I think I'm going to have to move on when it comes to desserts for maybe some of the substitutes instead. Everything in moderation in general, of course, though, too. But yes, very good. Very good. I enjoyed it very much. Let's talk a little bit about our conversation story of the day. It is a Fat Tuesday. It's Mardi Gras, and pancakes are a fan favorite. Here's a little history of pancakes. This was posted by Sarah Reed, who's a lecturer in English at the Loughborough University, talking a little bit about the history of those pancake recipes that we all enjoy, especially on Fat Tuesday. She writes saying, quote, with Pancake Day fast approaching, let's go back in time to look at the history of the humble dish. Recipes from the first published cookbooks shown that in England, the pancakes were made very thinly, hence the phrase flat as a pancake. You might have heard that before. From lots of wet ingredients that were forbidden during the impending pre-Eastern Lenten fast. Eggs, cream, butter, and animal fats are all products of which people were meant to abstain alongside other meats, all other meats too. It makes sense then that the dish, generally eaten year-round, became associated with Shrovetide, the day before Lent, when cooks wanted to clear out all of their pantries to avoid temptation in the long fast before Easter. Early pancakes were cooked until crispy, and then they were served warm with butter and sprinkled with sugar. It's common to see a recipe in these old cookbooks and included using ale, much like the coating of beer-battered fish that we're very familiar with today. One recipe from a book published in the region and during the reign of Elizabeth I is a rich affair, which mixes a pint of thick cream, 4 or 5 egg yolks, a handful of flour, and 2 to 3 spoonfuls of ale. Now, this is seasoned with, quote, a good handful of sugar, a spoonful of cinnamon, and a touch of ginger. That sounds like a really exquisite and elegant combination. So then the batter is set aside while the cook takes a knob of butter as big as your thumb in a frying pan and heats it until it is, quote, molten brown. Now tip the fat out and ladle the batter into the tilted pan and thinly as possible over low heat. With this low heat, it cooks a little bit longer, but that means that you make sure everything is cooked in there. You're not rushing it too much. Flip when one side is, quote, baked and cook the other until the pancake is dry and crispy as possible, but not burned. Now, English poet and writer Gervase Markham's best-selling book of household management, The English Housewife, which ran to at least 9 editions from its first publication in 1650, has a recipe for, quote, the best pancakes. This is called The English Housewife. But what's interesting is if you look at the picture, and this is provided by Wikipedia, it looks like it says the English Huffwife. H-U-F, Huffwife. It was from the 1600s. The inward and outward venture are virtues which ought to be a complete woman. Remember, these were back in the old days, folks. So don't cancel me for saying this. I'm just quoting. But yes, those are some recipes that you can find, even if you want to make them for yourself. You do not necessarily have to be a housewife, of course. Now, are they fritters or are they pancakes? Well, on Shrove Tuesday in 1661, diarist Samuel Pepys paid a visit to his cousin Jane Turner's house when he found her mixing pancake batter with her daughters Theophila and Joyce. After leaving them to their preparations, he later returned to dine, quote, very merry and the best fritters that I ever ate in my life, end quote. In the 16th and 17th centuries, the names pancake and fritter were often used interchangeably, although fritters, like the modern incarnation, were cooked with fruit in them. That sounds pretty good. Now, of course, there's also a little bit more history on this as well, too. Now, one of the reasons Pepys enjoyed his pancakes so much might be found in a contemporary recipe book from 1675 called The Gentlewoman's Cabinet Unlocked, which boasts in its title that it'll provide, quote, directions for the best way of making pancakes, fritters, tansies, puddings, custards, cheesecakes, and such like fine knacks and other delicate dishes which are most frequently used in gentlemen's houses, end quote. The author does not include a specific pancake recipe since there is one of fritters. A glance through the ingredients that's listed in this article also shows why they were more likely to end up on the table of a gentleman than that of the laborer. And it has to do with the fact that there's a lot of very rich ingredients in it, including 9 eggs, as well as apples. There's also beef suet. You also get, you could do it either with, they either did it with beef suet, half beef, or half hig suet, dried out. And they were dried out on a leaf. Pint of ale, some ale yeast. Beat the eggs together, add some spices, salt, and fine flour. So, and even a pint of sack, which is a Spanish wine. So it was definitely a pretty good tasting confection to have. Now, modern cooks might be surprised to see, of course, that many of these were done homemade as well. Many other cookbooks, of course, recommended it, refining even wheat flour, saying that it was the most expensive of grains, and then they would change it with something else. Now, usually it was more affluent families that ate it regularly. It only gradually became the more so available ingredient when time went by, because it was more for the affluent family members. So there's a lot of more history when it comes to those pancakes. Now, whether you are planning to have a rather austere bureau style pancake, or you're tempted to switch things up a little bit sooner with a little bit of some booze incorporated into your pancakes, perhaps the key takeaway from the history is that there's no reason to reserve pancakes just for Shrove Tuesday. You can even make them any day that you would like. So if you want to give it a try, feel free to do so. And again, there are lots of different ways to make those pancakes, and it's something to enjoy. And look at the history of it, too. There's even a 17th century painting of a family making pancakes by Adrian Rombouts. That was from Wikipedia. There's even a picture. You can see it on this particular article here. So you can see the family is enjoying making those pancakes. They don't look super well off either. So it was a good way to help to fill up themselves, too, and working with what they had as well. So That is a little bit of the history of the pancake, from the Elizabethan ale to the invention of the self-raising flour. You can check this out and more. You can even look up old 15, 16, 17, 18th century paintings of people with pancakes, because you can find them. And it's a good way to celebrate today, Mardi Gras, on Fat Tuesday. You are listening to Out to Lunch. We're talking all things delicious food here on Fat Tuesday. We're going to continue on to do more of that in the 12 o'clock hour. Stay tuned for more. Our 12:30 segment will also be coming up. We've got our Tradio segment coming around the corner for you. You are listening to the Voice of the Valley and the Talk of the Town, WRMN. We'll be back in just a bit.
My mom has taken up going to the park to practice yoga.
My dad's going to a club, but not a book club, a salsa club.
Finding new hobbies comes with age.
My mom has started getting lost and not knowing where she's going.
Becoming lost or disoriented doesn't. Confusion with time or place may be a sign of Alzheimer's. An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the Better Business. Look for the BBB seal, because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 12 o'clock.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by Rain-X. Governor J.B. Pritzker will present his 8th state budget Wednesday, addressing slow revenue growth and uncertainty over federal funding. Capital News Illinois reports forecasters are warning of future deficits as lawmakers remain divided over taxes and spending. Illinois lawmakers are preparing another attempt to pass a bill giving regulators authority over homeowners' insurance rate increases. Governor J.B. Pritzker proposed the measure after major premium hikes, including a 27% increase by State Farm. A similar bill narrowly failed in the House last fall. State officials are considering a proposal that would lower the legal blood alcohol limit for drivers from 0.08 to 0.05. The measure has been assigned to a legislative committee but has not yet received a hearing. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Chuck McDowell here again. Over the years, I've seen way too many timeshare exit companies pop up, take folks' money, and disappear. I just saw an ad from an exit company started by a couple of bozos that used to work for me. My advice, don't hire bozos I'll fire. Want out of your timeshare? I'll send you our free timeshare exit info kit explaining your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free kit, 800-329-3737. That's 800-329-3737.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Cactus League action for the Cubs and the White Sox begins this Friday. First pitch is scheduled for just after 2 o'clock. Saturday, the Brewers take on the Guardians and the Cardinals face the Nationals. Illini men's basketball dropped to number 10 in the latest AP Top 25. They're coming off a 71-51 victory over Indiana, but fell in overtime last week, 92-90 against new number 24 Wisconsin. Up next for the Illini tomorrow night, a road game at Southern Cal. The Illini chasing 14-1 Michigan in the Big Ten. The Wolverines are the new number 1 in the AP Top 25 this week. Iowa Hawkeyes men's basketball takes on number 9 Nebraska tonight. The Cornhuskers tied for 3rd in the Big Ten with Purdue. Illini women's basketball is home tonight. They'll take on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Save big when you bundle auto and home, renters, or condo with Progressive.
I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Really smart. Unfortunately, I didn't check if I took the gas hose out of my car's tank. Ooh, not smart. And I drove off while still attached to pump number 3.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Potential savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Progressive. Today, mostly cloudy with a high near 57. This afternoon, a south-southeast wind gusting up to 25 mph. Tonight, a slight chance of rain showers before 9, then showers and thunderstorms likely with a low around 51. Looking ahead to Wednesday, sunny with a high near 64. Currently, 52 and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
As a social influencer, my days can be busy. 4 a.m., I hit the gym. 4:32, protein smoothie. 5:08, save time and money bundling my home and auto insurance with Progressive. Wait, if I bundle and save time, what would I do then? Just sit here and reflect? Like, why am I qualified to influence anyone? And how those weights are hollow? And half of my followers are bots.
You could save time and money bundling your home and auto when you switch to Progressive. It's one less thing to worry about during your already busy day. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or cities.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
If you build a relationship, then it becomes easier. If you build trust, it becomes easier. As a parent, you want what's best for your child. To give them the love that a child needs is probably the best thing you can do for a teenager.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
And welcome back, folks. We are in the 12 o'clock hour here on Out to Lunch, WRMN AM 1410. If you're just tuning in right now, welcome to the show. We welcome you with open arms, and we hope you're enjoying this lovely afternoon here on a Tuesday. It is a tasty Tuesday because it's Fat Tuesday. It's Mardi Gras. Oh boy. Get your fixins in, folks. Lots of good things, whether it is all sugar or sugar-free. Today's the day to have those delicious treats without regrets, because it is Mardi Gras today, of course, before Ash Wednesday, before Lenten, right? So, of course, have your fixins, enjoy the food, have them with family and friends and people that you love, or even just indulge a little bit today by yourself. Cozy up on the couch, maybe make yourself a nice, delicious bowl of pasta, or maybe some pancakes on this National Pancake Week and Mardi Gras Day today. You can enjoy so many local businesses that are open around the Fox River Valley area that offer those delicious treats. Daria with Desserts Without Regrets came in during the 11 o'clock hour. You can check her out. She's located in Gilbert's, Illinois. We also have some other local pastry places that you can go to around the corner here in downtown Elgin. There's Stop and Dip right across from us here. So if you plan on going there, give us a wave. If you want to wave at us here, hopefully someone will be in studio. Might be me. It could be during the morning show. It could be Talk Time with Tammy and Friends. It could be Apolitical Talk Show. It could be any of us here. So feel free to stop on by. Give us a little bit of a wave. But they have some pretty good crepes and gelato over there. So some really good sweet treats to enjoy on this Fat Tuesday where you can go all out. You can splurge a little bit today. Have them without those regrets. And also go to Sugar and Rhyme, which they offer some really great croissants and pastries, and blueberry muffins are made in-house and delicious too. You can also include some delicious sweet coffees if you go to Sugar and Rhyme. They've got coffee also at Stop and Dip and also at the Blue Box Cafe. You can get some good brownies that are made there too, or even stop over at Viator Coffee if you do prefer something that is, again, those keto, sugar-free, gluten-free, vegan diet, vegan-friendly options. They have them there where you can enjoy those sweet treats, including lemon bars, Pop-Tarts, and more at Viator Coffee. Enjoy their delicious coffee as well, just around the corner at 51 South Grove Avenue. Lots of other good places that you can go to, of course, even if you go into the West End area. You've got, of course, different candy stores that you can go to, get some good desserts at local businesses, different restaurants that offer some great desserts too, even the bigger chains ones too. Portillo's, it's Mardi Gras today. If you want to get the delicious chocolate cake or cake shake, that's something you can enjoy today. But this Out to Lunch, of course, today we're talking about food. Yes, all things delicious in food. And if you have any suggestions for us, please feel free to let us know. You can give us a comment or call into the station today. Let us know what are some of your traditions that you like to do for Mardi Gras, or what are some delicious foods that you enjoy during Mardi Gras and Fat Tuesday today. If you want to text us at 505-926-1410, you can send pictures if you have any particular creations that you like or recipes. And don't forget, you can also send over recipes for our Foodie Fridays edition, where we give those recommendations of recipes that you recommend to us, and we read about them, we talk about them. So stay tuned for that. That's on Fridays. If people don't submit recipes, I usually find something, of course, that I enjoy. So I usually talk about some of those, especially when it comes to the holidays, too. Because it is still Valentine's Day, even though, well, it's not Valentine's Day anymore, but it's still the season of Valentine's Day. So you can make heart-shaped cakes. Last week on Friday, I talked about the tiramisu for two recipe, which was an intricate recipe with lots of different steps, but the end result is phenomenal and delicious. So, of course, you are listening to Out to Lunch, which is sponsored by St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. Are you looking for expert orthopedic and spine care close to home? St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin is here for you. Their highly skilled orthopedic and spine specialists provide advanced treatments for joint, bone, and back conditions, all with a personalized approach designed to get you moving again. Whether it's hip or knee pain, sports injuries, or complex spine issues, they use the latest technology and surgical techniques to help you heal faster and get back to the activities that you love. And that's not all. They have their comprehensive rehabilitation services, which means that you'll have expert support every step of the way, from surgery through recovery. So you can trust your health to excellence. Trust St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin, a proud member of Prime Healthcare. You can call them today at 847-931-5525 or visit stjosephelgin.com to learn more and to schedule your appointment. So thank you once again, of course, to St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin for sponsoring today's show, Out to Lunch. Let's see what we have for our weather and temperatures for this afternoon. We have a high of 56 degrees currently right now at 53. We are making our way slowly but surely to that top of the list on what the high is supposed to be. It's currently feeling a little bit more like 46. Can't complain too much considering it's winter. It's feeling warmer than that. A low of 47 is accumulating for tonight with a chance of rain, which is going to continue on into the very, very early morning as well. And I mean in the middle of the night, really. So that means if you have some, I'll say it this way. If you prefer to sleep with some rain, it's going to help you sleep at night. That's going to be me. Chance of rain is 70% tonight. I think I'm going to sleep well because I like it when it's a nice soft rain coming through, or even the hard rain too. Coming up for tomorrow on the 18th, we see a high of 62. Temperatures do rise a little bit. although it is supposed to be quite windy. We're going to start to feel the Chicago style of the wind coming through. Windy with a few clouds from time to time, up to 40 miles per hour of wind speeds. We see a low of 32 degrees coming up, dropping into the 30s for Wednesday. Partly cloudy skies, wind speeds light and variable. Heading on into Thursday, temperatures are continuing to start to drop a little bit more with a high of 56. Cloudy and showers likely in the afternoon with a possible thunderstorm. Once again, some more rain comes through at the low of 32 degrees. That's for Thursday night, which means it could possibly be some more of that freezing rain. Windy and, surprise, surprise, potential snow showers are coming through on the morning of Friday the 20th with a high of 37 and a low of 24. Partly cloudy skies throughout the whole day. Saturday the 24th first rolls around with a high of 38 and a low of 21. Partly cloudy skies pretty much going throughout the majority of the morning and afternoon, dropping down to that low of 21 with mostly cloudy skies. Sunday the 22nd is a high of 31 and a low of 16. Very chilly out, it looks like here. Continuing to drop more with a high of only 33 and a low of 16 for Monday the 23rd. And then finally for Tuesday, a week from today, we do see here a high of 40 degrees and a low of 29 degrees coming through. That is for later into the week. Taking a look at the time, it is 14 past the hour. We're going to take a quick time out. We'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN AM 1410. So stay tuned for more. And of course, we'll be back with more in just a little bit. Again, you are listening to the Voice of the Valley and the Talk of the Town, WRMN AM 1410. We appreciate everyone tuning in today and being a part of the conversation with us. So stay tuned for more, and we'll be back with more in just a little bit.
When it comes to orthopedic and spine surgery, Prime Healthcare St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin leads the way. Recognized by U.S. News and World Report as a high performer across multiple surgery types, we offer advanced and minimally invasive procedures supported by state-of-the-art imaging technology. Our expert surgeons and compassionate care teams are here to help you move, heal, and live better every step of the way. St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin, exceptional care close to home.
Are you 50 or older? This news is for you. The CDC recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at risk. People 50 or older are over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia compared to adults 18 to 49. Just one shot can help protect you. Learn more and schedule at vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Before the weather gets too cold, it's time to finish up those outdoor jobs. That's why ComEd wants you to know that electricity can jump from a power line to you and to the tools you're using. So maintain a safe distance from any power lines. You can also call ComEd at 1-800-EDISON-1 to have those power lines de-energized the next time you do any work around them. Stay smart, stay safe, stay back. ComEd, powering lives.
Hi, this is Sue with Newman's Corner Pub in Hampshire, Illinois. Are you looking for the perfect hangout spot? Swing by Newman's Corner Pub right at the corner of 72 and State Street in Hampshire. Enjoy fantastic drinks, live music, and a fun crowd that makes every visit special. Test your luck with our hot slots and our Queen of Hearts drawing every Saturday at 3 p.m. Challenge your friends to darts or pool while you're here. Newman's Corner Pub, where every day feels like a weekend. Visit us at Route 72 and State Street in Hampshire. That's Newman's Corner Pub, your new favorite spot.
If you turned 65 recently like me, it's important you find a Medicare Advantage plan that gives you the coverage you're looking for. But finding one can be difficult. The best thing I did, and I suggest you do the same, is call a licensed insurance agent and let them walk you through your Medicare Advantage plan options. There are so many benefits you have access to, so make the call now and let the representatives explain everything to you. Our licensed insurance agents can offer you a variety of Medicare Advantage plans. Plus, the call is free, the information is free, and there's no obligation to enroll. We're here to make it easy for you to select a Medicare Advantage plan that may work for your needs. Finding a Medicare Advantage plan can be easy if you do what I did. Make a quick call right now to learn more. Thank you.
800-433-3082. 800-433-3082. 800-433-3082. That's 800-433-3082.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the better business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Building a house is hard, but have you tried removing one? Flood Brothers takes the mess out of demolition. With fast roll-off dumpster delivery, reliable debris pickup, and a family-owned team that takes service personally. Call 630-261-0400 or visit floodbrothersdisposal.com. Flood Brothers Disposal, proud sponsor of America's First Responders Fest.
And welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN on this delicious Tuesday. It is a tasty Tuesday. It is Fat Tuesday. It's Mardi Gras, so of course you can enjoy so many goodies, confectionery treats, maybe even go for a little bit of the sugar and the carbs. Dino got us here at the station these delicious cheese croissants. I already ate about 2/3 of it. Plus, of course, desserts without regrets. Daria got me some good treats, so I am definitely filling up today on some delicious goodness that's out there. And you can too. You can splurge a little bit. That's okay. You don't necessarily have to have those regrets today, especially on a Mardi Gras. Let's take a look here at what are some of the traditions that are recognized on Mardi Gras. Well, vibrant festivals featuring parades, masked balls, and indulgent feasts. Of course, very famous and happening today in New Orleans. Now, I went to New Orleans back in November, didn't have Mardi Gras, but of course they had so many Mardi Gras things on display, especially in the local shops. I mean, that is something that they're so well known for. On top of course, the many other elements, of course, with New Orleans. But key traditions include wearing purple, green, and gold, catching throws like beads from parade floats, as well as eating king cake and celebrating with and organized by social clubs called Krews, Krews. So let's go through some of the top 10 Mardi Gras recipes. Now, I know it's not a Foodie Friday, but it is a Foodie Tuesday, so we're doing it double time here so you can get your fixins in, especially on this day, Mardi Gras. You can fill your Mardi Gras celebration with these delicious festive recipes recently posted last week by Stacy Little. On southernbites.com, I have a cousin, Stacy Little. I don't know if it's the same Stacy Little, but that's interesting. No, it's not. I don't think it is. It's not the same Stacy Little. Sorry. For some reason, I thought it was. I saw the name Stacy Little. It's spelled the Stacy Little is a pretty common name, though. But I noticed it. I was like, oh, cousin Stacy? No, not quite. But this is a way to fill your Mardi Gras celebration. These are the top 10 Mardi Gras recipes that are available. So you can dive into the spirit of Mardi Gras with some great selections provided by Stacy here, of course. Here are some of the top 10 recipes and enjoyments to enjoy on this day. So let's go through them. Of course, the top one is the king of the hill there. This is the king cake pull-apart bread. If you're looking for something fun, a good breakfast option for the Mardi Gras season, look no further than the king cake. Of course, there's also the pull-apart bread, which is a recipe that you can try out by Stacy themselves. And what Stacy does here gives you a super easy shortcut with canned flaky biscuits. When you combine that with the rest of the list of simple ingredients, your morning will be filled with delicious aroma of king cake and a lot less time in the kitchen. The second one, of course, is the shrimp jambalaya. You can even incorporate sausage in there, made with some rice and some spices. It's pretty nice, That is for Mardi Gras. Of course, the jambalaya, which is a delicious treat to have. Of course, gumbo, you can do it as either chicken, sausage, or shrimp, or incorporate all of them together. I do enjoy a nice shrimp gumbo and also sausage gumbo. That was something that I had in New Orleans when I was back in November. We had the shrimp gumbo, and then we had sausage. So it was both shrimp and sausage put together. I don't think there was chicken in it. You could have chicken in it. It was a nice spicy treat to enjoy with the rice and the veggies. And as you know, I will eat veggies if it's in some sort of a soup. And that does include gumbo as well. So if you're ever like, Matt, eat your veggies, make me a gumbo and I'll eat them. There's also, of course, chicken and sausage gumbo, which we talked about. Some other ones include the Mardi Gras King Cake just in general. It's kind of like a donut, of course, with the beautiful green, gold, and purple with those sparkles on it. That is, of course, their sugar, which is colored there. You could also enjoy, of course, there's shortcut Mardi Gras King Cake. You can also enjoy spicy Creole black-eyed peas, which is something to enjoy during this time. You can even do a shrimp and orzo skillet that has cheese as a base. Yes, so you can get pretty cheesy with this one here. If you enjoy some tater tots, there is a Kickin' Creole tater tot casserole recipe that you can enjoy. Great for the large Mardi Gras crowd. It's mouth-watering, easy, filled with rich flavor, and it's pretty quick to the table. You get a delicious combination of ground beef, onions, cream of mushroom soup, and some seasoning, including original Creole seasoning that you can try out too. You can also try the shortcut Cajun chicken pasta, which sounds delicious. I know I've had a Cajun pasta before at Al's Cafe. In fact, that even reminds me too, I'll have to look a little later today and see. I think Al's Cafe, I don't know if they have a menu during this time for Mardi Gras, but I know that they have had a New Orleans style one that you can check out. So I'm going to have to look and investigate and see. Yes, I knew it. They do have it. It's the Salute to Scandinavia. I've had this before. Very good. Okay, so I'm going off track a little bit here, but this is for a local business. So I want to pay tribute to them, of course. Al's Cafe. They have right now their Salute to Scandinavia. I've had their menu before. I've had their, what was it that I had? It was the, I think it was, gosh, what was it that I had? Oh gosh, now I can't remember. You know what? This is a little bit of a different one that they have, because I know that before they've had a, oh gosh, I think it was a New Orleans one. Salute to Scandinavia. The menu looked very similar to this though. Oh, but right now they do have a lampan varzi, which is a finished lamb shank. That sounds good. But I know sometime they do have one that is a New Orleans style. I have to look and see. I want to say it's maybe their Shrimp Fest. I'll have to double check. I think I had it in the summer, but I know that they have had a kind of New Orleans style one. So I'll have to look and see what their menu is and what they have seasonally there. But I know they do have those seasonal menus. So again, the Cajun chicken pasta is one that you can try out. There's lots of other traditions that you can enjoy too on this day for Mardi Gras. There are some food options to enjoy, not just what I already said, but of course the beignets are another delicious treat to have. Iconic before Lent. Again, the king cake is one, seafood and chicken. There's the gumbo, jambalaya, red beans and rice, crawfish boils, pottery beignets, all delicious stuff. Boudin balls. There's also muffaletta sandwiches. Praline candies is another one that people enjoy during this time. The po' boy sandwiches too. So there's lots of different recipes that you can find that are all online. I mean, there's even the kitchen.com has 37 Fat Tuesday recipes. And who knows, we might even probably talk more about some of this stuff on Talk Time with Tammy and Friends too. So you'll get another fixin' of this. Jambalaya is really good if you've never had it. But the New Orleans style beignets are the way to go when it comes to if you're really getting into the Mardi Gras tradition on a Fat Tuesday. So check it out. There's lots of good options. You can find this and more posted on thekitchen.com and even just some local sources. You can even try classic banana Fosters is another good option. Have I made you hungry yet? There's also the shrimp po' boys. I've had that before. That's pretty good. You can try the fried okra, and there's two ways that they can be made. There's also the creamy, crunchy remoulade, which is a nice sauce. You can pair it with the po' boys. There's also, of course, shrimp creole. There's the mac choux. It's all veggies. I don't know if I'd have that. I don't know. There's also, again, the Krabby Hush Puppies, which are pretty good. You can try the shrimp and grits. There's a whole list. Crispy fried green tomatoes. There's even some drinks that you can try out. Salmon Rockefeller is a good option. Gumbo's the herbs, green gumbo. They have a whole good list of good things to try out here for the celebration today. So check it out for more information. You can find it all on the World Wide Web. The time is approaching soon to be our bottom of the hour news and messages from our sponsors. So when we come back, we'll go through our Tradio segment. That's the time to call in if you're looking to buy, sell, trade, and or announce to the Fox River Valley area. That's 847-931-1410. Again, 847-931-1410. If it's got to go, post it here on Tradio. I got to look and see now. Oh, here it is. It was, yes, Ragin' Cajun. This was in the summertime that they had it. Last year in August. So they'll probably have it again this August. Ragin' Cajun. I had the penne pasta jambalaya, which was very, very good. I enjoyed that a lot. Chicken, shrimp, and also sausage. And a penne pasta was very, very delicious. Quite spicy too, but very good. That was what I was thinking of. So check out more information at Al's Cafe. We'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch. And of course, after our Tradio segment, we'll continue on talking more about what's happening locally in the Fox River Valley area. Stay tuned and we'll be back in just a bit.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by Progressive. Illinois lawmakers are preparing another attempt to pass a bill giving regulators authority over homeowners' insurance rate increases. Governor J.B. Pritzker proposed the measure after major premium hikes, including a 27% increase by State Farm. A similar bill narrowly failed in the House last fall. State officials are considering a proposal that would lower the legal blood alcohol limit for drivers from 0.08 to 0.05. The measure has been assigned to a legislative committee but has not yet received a hearing. Governor J.B. Pritzker will present his 8th state budget Wednesday, addressing slow revenue growth and uncertainty over federal funding. Capital News Illinois reports forecasters are warning of future deficits as lawmakers remain divided over taxes and spending. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
A KFC tale in the pursuit of flavor. The Colonel made his $10 Tuesday bucket so full with 8 pieces of juicy, crispy chicken or tenders that it might just last you till Wednesday, if you've got that kind of self-control. I mean, some people want leftovers. Others are more into right nowers. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. $10, 8 pieces, one big deal with KFC $10 Tuesdays.
Prices and participation may vary. Taxes, tips, and fees extra.
Snapshot from Progressive wasn't created for just anybody. Oh no, we made it for you. Gradual breakers. You keep your eyes on the road, so you've seen it all. As long as it all happened directly in front of you, like a Swedish masseuse, your foot knows exactly the right amount of pressure to apply to the brake. That's why your passengers feel totally relaxed with you behind the wheel and occasionally super sleepy. With Snapshot, safe drivers like you get personalized rates based on your driving habits. Sign up today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Snapshot not available in California or from all agents.
Looking to buy or sell a home in Chicagoland? Need trusted legal help with real estate, evictions, or estate planning? Turn to Guthrie & Brady, the happy lawyers serving the greater Chicago area since 1965. With over 50 years of experience, they handle titles and deeds, foreclosures, landlord-tenant issues, wills, trusts, and more. Appointments available evenings or weekends at their Roselle office or right in your home. Call Guthrie & Brady now at 847-524-1215. That's 847-524-1215. Or visit gnblegal.com. Guthrie and Brady, personal, professional, affordable legal services for all of Chicagoland. The happy lawyers since 1965. That's gnblegal.com or 847-524-1215. Guthrie and Brady, trusted legal help made easy, fast, affordable, and experienced. Call today.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Chick-fil-A. This afternoon, mostly cloudy with a high near 57. Tonight, a slight chance of rain showers before 9, followed by showers and thunderstorms likely, with a low around 51. Wednesday brings sunny skies with a high near 64. Currently, it's 55 and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
The second I see that Chick-fil-A text in the group chat, I'm throwing my shoes on and running out the door. Hey, I'm Layla.
And I'm Kaylin.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is
how it feels like an easygoing morning.
The chicken adds the most flavor. It's juicy and seasoned.
The biscuit is just very light and airy and fluffy, just like a cloud.
I also love to put jelly on mine so it's sweet and savory.
It's a good start to the day.
Mornings are a little bit brighter with the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit and Simply Orange Juice. Available on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the Valley and the talk of the town, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today. We have our Tradio segment now in operation, and that is, of course, the time to call into the studio number here at 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. If it's got to go, post it here on Tradio. You've got something that you're looking to get rid of, you're looking to sell it, make a little extra moolah, or just trade it with someone too. You know, say, hey, I've got this trading card. Why don't you trade it with me? And so on and so forth, right? So those are some great ways to do so and things to accomplish that way, especially with spring coming around the corner. You want to spring into action and get started with planning for your garage sales. And of course, maybe even you're selling your house too. We have a woman here who is having to sell her home and she's got lots of furniture for sale in Hampshire. Everything is like new and she'll take any offers at this point. So please feel free to reach out to her, give her some love and support. She's got TV, appliances, washer and dryer, so many different things. You can reach out to her today. She's got her cell phone and her landline numbers. Her cell number is 847-502-4612. That's 847-502-4612. Or also the landline number at 847-695-9881. That's 847-695-9881. 81. That's the number to dial. Another Tradio caller here. Greg is looking for bicycles, late 1800s to the 1970s, parts, pieces, and or accessories. And of course, they can be in any condition. He's also looking for vintage Omega watches, men's and women's watches, and diver style watches. He's a collector, not a dealer. So he'll pay a fair price for that. And he also has cash in hand too. He's also looking for old gas tether cars, the old toy cars from the 50s and the 60s. He's also looking for old racing go-karts, the vintage racing go-karts. He's also looking to add some extra pieces for a Schuco Disney monorail toy. And he has a son that is also looking for Pokemon cards. And then for sale, he's got that Schwinn 312 Goose Island bicycle. It runs pretty good for $99. He's got a Hamilton Beach 3-head milkshake maker in the color ivory. It comes with 3 cups as well for $425. He's also selling a Bailey Blue hat for sale, and it does come with the box for the collectors out there. And then also he's selling a Pioneer Zephyr. It's a Lionel brand They're about 4 feet long, in excellent condition. A unique piece to have. It's your own museum piece that you can enjoy. It's got the nice shiny chrome on it, too. So reach out to Greg today. That number is 847-962-6033. That's 847-962-6033. We have a Tradio caller in Elmhurst. He's selling for $5,000 or best offer, a 2009 Toyota Corolla. It's a car for sale. It's a Model S, 5-speed manual transmission, and it's in great condition. Feel free to reach out to him today. He's located in Elmhurst, and that number to dial is 312-296-4223. That's 312-296-4223. Another Tradio caller here is looking for a typewriter. His name's Gary, and he's looking for one from the 30s to the 50s in time period there. Black, portable one with a case. Reach out to him today. That number to dial is 847-372-8083. That's 847-372-8083. So reach out to us today if you have anything that you're looking forward to, if you're looking to purchase, sell, trade, or announce to the Fox River Valley area. That'll be the time to call in right now at 847-931-1410 or text us at 505-926-1410. What has recently been posted onto our YouTube channel within the past 24 hours? We have the morning show with Palate to Palate. Emily Tyler and Aaron Katie came in today, welcomed again to the station to talk about Food for Greater Elgin's Palate to Palate event, which is returning again for another successful year. I know it will be. It always is, and it's fun, and it's great to, of course, talk with so many local businesses. Up to 20 of them will be there, so it's going to be a good time. I also have posted the interview with Daria with Desserts Without Regrets, so that's available. You can watch that now on our YouTube page. You can find more videos under our live section. Our playlists are also going to be your friend when it comes to knowing exactly where things are. If you specifically love watching all things sports, you can find that on the sports section. We also want to remind you that tomorrow is the day we're going out to the American Legion at 5 o'clock. It's from 5 until 8 o'clock, and it's celebrating the extraordinary life of George Rawlinson. So please come out to this event. This is coming up tomorrow. We encourage you are out there and supporting, of course, each other and telling each other stories and celebrating the life, of course, of George Rawlinson. It's going to be a spaghetti dinner served to all, followed by tributes to George. Donation box is available for his daughter, Carolyn, for funeral expenses. So please feel free to make it out to the event. We've already got 100 people responded, so I think it's going to be pretty packed there, which is good. So you'll see us, all of us WRMN family members will be out there. I'll be there too, and we're looking forward to the event again to celebrate his life and who he was as part of the community too. And a good friend to everyone that he met. And I mean that full-heartedly. He really was. So that's coming up tomorrow. Also want to remind you about some other things that will also be coming up too. We've got the Batavia Chamber of Commerce recently posting that every Friday through till April 3rd, they have a fish fry, and it's an all-you-can-eat fish fry at the Prairie Landing Golf Club. This includes $24, so it's $24 to get in. And it does include all-you-can-eat beer-battered, fried, or broiled cod with French fries, tartar sauce, hush puppies, and coleslaw that you can enjoy. Now, of course, if you want to enjoy that every Friday, too, you can go to the American Legion Post 57 at 820 North Liberty Street, which I just talked about. We'll be there tomorrow for their fish fry. Not for the fish fry, but on Fridays, you can enjoy their fish fry, which is always very delicious, too, and made to order. Some other things that are coming up too, Hunley Area Chamber of Commerce recently posted that you can join them on Thursday, February 26th at the Boulder Ridge Country Club for an afternoon dedicated to gratitude, joy, and living with intention. This is a women's luncheon, love and life, a few of our favorite things. And this is going to be Thursday, February 26th from 12 until 1:30 p.m. It's $25 to register. You can bring 3 of your favorite things and why you are appreciative of them. So check it out. You can find them at the Boulder Ridge Country Club. They're at 350 Boulder Drive in Lake in the Hills. And to participate, you simply pick one item under $20 that you love. Perhaps it could be a candle, a blanket, or a favorite book, and purchase 3 of that same item to bring unwrapped in a bag. Now, during the luncheon, you will have the chance to share what that item is and why it's special to you before drawing 3 names to take them home, meaning you'll leave with 3 brand new favorites of your own. They're going to be celebrating in their best Valentine's colors, so come ready to share the love and the things that make life beautiful. Check it out at huntleychamber.com for more information on their page on how to register for that. You can even set a reminder for yourself if you want to do that too. So it's a favorite things exchange that's going to be happening. Also, Algonquin Lake in the Hills Chamber of Commerce posted the Chamber Olympics 2026 Annual Awards Dinner is coming up. This sounds pretty cool. This is Saturday, February 21st at the Boulder Ridge Country Club. You can join them in for a gold-worthy evening of celebration, networking, and Olympic-style award ceremonies honoring the champions of our business community. This is the Chamber Olympics. They're going to be looking forward to a few raffle baskets as well, a fun and impactful way to showcase your product, services, and branding to fellow members and guests. So check it out. You can register today at the AL Chamber website. Looks like the link's broken on my end, but maybe you'll have better luck there if you go onto their Facebook page. You can also check out some other fun things too. Unsung Broadway. I did mention this during the community hour. This is a performance starting February 20th at the Elgin Community College. It's the musical theater, and it's running through till March 1st. We'll definitely mention this again during our Wing Wednesday segment tomorrow around this time. Audiences are going to discover a fresh take on Broadway's best-kept secrets with the spring production, Unsung Broadway. Directed by Mark Beth and Douglas Orlick, this original musical reviews, celebrates lesser-known songs from Broadway shows, overlooked masterpieces, and iconic musical cult classics that all deserve a second moment in the spotlight. Now, tickets are $22 for adults, $20 for seniors. ECC students with a valid ID are free. Yes, that's true. Yes. So definitely check that one out. Sounds like a good time to enjoy some beautiful arts. The time is 45 past the hour. We'll take another quick time out. When we come back, we'll continue on sending those reminders and checking up what's coming up here locally in the Fox River Valley area on WRMN. This is Matt McNeil taking you out to lunch, and we'll be back with more in just a little bit.
Elgin isn't just a city. It's a community built on connection, innovation, and opportunity. And at the heart of it all is the Elgin Chamber of Commerce. For over a century, the Elgin Chamber has helped local businesses grow, connecting entrepreneurs, advocating for progress, and inspiring the leaders of tomorrow. Whether you're a new business just starting out or an established company looking to expand, the Elgin Chamber is your partner for success. Join a powerful network of leaders making a difference in our community every day. Together, we're shaping the future of Elgin, one connection at a time. Elgin Area Chamber of Commerce, where business and community grow together. Call now, 847-741-5660, or go to info@elginchamber.com. Contact Carol Gieske.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
When your car needs trusted care, think All Around Auto Body in Schaumburg. Family owned for over 30 years, they deliver high-quality collision repair and dependable service from start to finish. Call 847-352-3825. They're located at 501 Morse Avenue in Unit D. Get your vehicle back in shape with the experts who care. All Around Auto Body, where your car is treated like family. Call 847-352-3825 today. Proud sponsors of America's First Responders Fest.
I am a non-attorney spokesperson representing a team of lawyers who help people that have been injured or wronged. If you've been involved in a serious car, truck, or motorcycle accident or injured at work, you have rights, and you may be entitled to money for your suffering. Don't accept an offer you get from an insurance company until you talk to a lawyer. And we represent some of the best personal injury lawyers you can find. Tough lawyers that will fight to win your case. And they're so good they stake their reputation on it by only getting paid if you win. So if you've been in a serious car, truck, or motorcycle accident or hurt on the job, find out today for free what kind of compensation you may be entitled to. Call the legal helpline right now.
800-257-3148. 800-257-3148. 800-257-3148. That's 800-257-3148.
Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the Valley and the talk of the town, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thank you, everyone, of course, for tuning in today. What I want to do here is I've got a couple different press releases that I wanted to, of course, announce to you. So let's go through them. The city of Elgin recently released at 10:01 a.m. today. The city is providing on-street leaf collection starting April 13th. So let's read through this article brought to you by the City of Elgin. Thank you to the City of Elgin and Josie Beecher-Crotty, who's a communications and engagement manager and media contact, for posting this information, this press release. Clear guidelines and key dates announced for spring leaf and yard waste collection programs, released on February 17th today. The City of Elgin Public Works Department will offer a special on-street leaf collection from Monday, April 13th through Thursday, April 16th to make up for the final pickup week that was suspended due to the winter storm. This service is available to residents in the city's 4 designated on-street collection areas. How to participate. Residents in designated areas may begin raking leaves into the streets starting Monday, April 6th. Do not place leaves in the street before April 6th. Early placement can block storm drains and create traffic hazards. Follow these guidelines as follows. Rake leaves to the curb line only. Do not place leaves in traffic lanes. Keep piles free of branches, rocks, and other debris. Do not block sidewalks, driveways, or storm drains. Residents can see if their address qualifies for on-street leaf collection by visiting elginil.gov/on-street leaves. Then there's yard waste and organic collection resuming April 1st. Citywide curbside yard waste and organics collection throughout Lakeshore recycling systems resumes Wednesday, April 1st. Beginning April 1st, residents may place yard waste in brown paper yard waste bags or yard waste and organics carts. Materials should be set out on regular waste and recycling collection days. This curbside program is separate from on-street leaf collection and is available to all residents citywide. There is no additional cost for yard waste and organic collections beyond regular waste and recycling services. To sign up to receive a free organics collection cart, visit elginil.gov/LRS Elgin. And finally, street sweeping. Residents may see street sweepers operating throughout March and early April as weather conditions improve. Street sweeping is part of the city's regular seasonal maintenance program and is separate from on-street leaf collection. Sweepers operating before April 13th, leaf collection start dates will not collect leaves. Street sweepers take place throughout the year to keep streets clean and help protect the stormwater system. For more information on city services, visit elginil.gov. So thank you again to the City of Elgin for releasing this press release. You can always subscribe to them for more information at communications@elginil.gov. They're keeping all those in the city in check and keeping you in tune with what is going on. So thank you again to the City of Elgin for announcing that information to us. Let's see some other releases here too. Actually, let me go and show you the websites here after reading that press release so that you know exactly where to go to, and I can show it up on the screen so you know what the website looks like if you're watching on our YouTube page. So the first one mentioned in the press release was the on-street pickup. You can find that at, again, elginil.gov. It is their on-street pickup section under the seasonal information, under Public Works, under Services. So it does show you highlighted those leaf districts. Now it does say on the map here 2025 leaf districts, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and where those are going to be, when those are going to be picked up. So depending on specifically where you might live, you might see the on-street pickup schedule a little different. Say you have a relative that lives in a specific district area, it'll be a little bit different. So make sure that you check out that map. It's available on the Elgin's website, elginil.gov. Again, leaves should be raked to the street, along the curb or edge of the pavement. If you have any questions, please call 311, or if you are outside of Elgin, that's 847-931-6001. And please keep in mind that weather may affect the published schedule. If in the event of snow, all rake-out collections will cease as snow and ice control operations take priority. So just keep yourself up to date with that. You'll be able to find more information on their website. Also, talking about the LRS Recycling, you can find them at lrsrecyclingdigital.com. Talks about their general services and more. So you can contact them by email, elgin311@elginil.gov for more information on the collection. Moving forward here, what else do we have going on locally in the Fox River Valley area? I've got some out to lunch talks here. Let's see what we have coming up. I just received an Elgin Symphony Orchestra press release from the lovely Donna Lake. Thank you for always sending these to me too. Elgin Symphony Orchestra is announcing the 77th season with favorite works by Tchaikovsky, Mozart, Dvorak, Berlioz, and more. And a wealth of American composers too. Now, subscription sales and renewals did begin February 13th at 10 a.m. So if you want to check out more information on this, feel free to do so on their website. Chad Goodman reported saying, quote, "As we look ahead to our 2026-2027 season, I'm thrilled to invite audiences to our season-long celebration of America at 250, honoring the richness and range of American music through voices past and present like George Gershwin, Aaron Copland, Florence Price, Leonard Bernstein, and so many more too." So, and Chad Goodman recently re-signed his 3-year contract too, so he's back again for another years here at the Elgin Symphony Orchestra, which of course is also fantastic too. So if you want to check out all that information, you can subscribe to their newsletter or also check them out at elginsymphony.org for more information. And of course, my good friend Linda did send over some good things coming up. Last day to reserve the Polar Dome ice rink at the Santa's Village. You can reserve a fun sports game to play. It's public skate and ice bumper cars. Now, doesn't that sound like a lot of fun? Ice bumper cars. It's $10. It's $10 for the session, and it's like curling, but it's ice bumper cars. I think that is really, really cool. Ice bumper cars sounds like a lot of fun. So if you want to check it out, you can. And then the Sweetheart Sale for Valentine's Day, 2 tickets and a souvenir cup for $55 plus tax is a pretty good deal for Santa's Village. And that's going on now through till the 18th. So you also still have some time for that too. So many other great things are coming up as well. We only have so much opportunity to talk about them. So, of course, if you want to view more information, feel free to tune in here on AM 1410 WRMN, or we do recommend checking out many different sites and, of course, keeping up to date by subscribing to those newsletters. This is very important. Of course, we've been talking about Elgin celebrating 250 years with milk wagons, butter carvings, and future dreams. You can find an article recently posted by Paul Stukel of Fox Valley Magazine that was posted today, and it's under the events page. So you can find that. It goes through some of the cool things that you can see at the museum that is at the Gail Borden Library, which we talked about too. So check out that article. It's a nice one. And of course, nothing beats actually physically going to the Gail Borden Library and seeing these beautiful things on display. Rich history, let me tell you folks, it's pretty cool. Just as rich as the delicious food that you might be having today on Mardi Gras. Happy Tuesday, everybody. It is a Fat Tuesday. You can get a little fat and happy there today with a nice, delicious meal of pancakes maybe for dinner, which is what the McNeil family is having. No matter what you have, though, we hope that you enjoy it. And, of course, that you spread happiness and, above all, kindness. Hopefully you all enjoy the rest of your day today. A happy Fat Tuesday. And we'll see you all on the other side. We'll be back with more local programming here on WRMN AM 1410. Up next, What's Cooking Today with Michael Horan. I'm assuming it's going to be some